Hey slush puppies! Welcome to the final presentation from PowerPoint Karaoke at Megaplex 2019. One last time, let me thank each and every one of our performers. You all did a fantastic job. Everyone, please let me know in the comments how you liked this series. I want to keep making fun content and I would love to hear your feedback. Don't forget that Megaplex Online is here in just a couple days. You can get a free ticket by contacting the con if you've been financially affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Otherwise, the discount code BrainFreezeMPO is available all week to save you $5 on registration. Details in the description. Stay amazing, and thanks for watching.
Alright, congratulations on your purchase of your brand new Protogen. So we're going to talk about how you're going to set this thing up. It's very advanced, new technology, so you got to get up to speed on the latest developments.
Alright, so first you need to make yourself familiar with your features and accessories. You got to check your plasticity rating. Make sure that your CPU is in proper operating order. Make sure that it is sunny side up. That fried egg is a good example of what sunny side up looks like. So you definitely want to make sure that it looks like a fried egg. Then you want to celebrate the moment that you have your Protogen. After that, you want to make sure that you have found the one that is right for you. It's very important that you have the Protogen that is just right for you. All right, next slide.
Okay, so we have a lot of supported applications for your Protogen. We have operating systems such as like iOS, we have Windows. We've got a lot of things that your Protogen may or may not crash on. We can't make sure of that. Is there Wi-Fi? Yes, but actually no. There's a plugin, we don't talk about it. We have the adaptive environment capabilities. Basically, your Protogen will be able to turn on the fire near like the fireplace if it gets cold. They'll be able to throw a blanket on you if it gets like colder than that. Anything colder than that, why did you buy the Protogen? We have 3D capabilities. It's in 3D. That's great. We also have networked multiplayer. You can connect your Protogen with other Protogens across the globe. You'll be able to have infinite capabilities when you activate multiplayer. For example, they will be able to squeak at each other, and that's great. We've got Cloud Ready. You can download all of your favorite songs for them to like squeal to their delight. You've got augmentations, different capabilities, different body parts that you can attach and detach. They know how to give CPR in the event that you just like fall ill, heaven forbid. Time travel, we don't know. It's likely. Don't ask, it doesn't happen.
It's not recommended that you put them in a car or a train that exceeds 88 miles per hour.
Yes, and then, yeah, you need Bethesda account. Todd Howard, don't ask us how he got into the business conference. That's one of our requirements from stockholders. Yes.
Does it come with Skyrim installed?
It does. That was one of the greatest things it came with.
It's pre-installed, but you also have to purchase an add-on in order to activate it, which you need the Bethesda account.
Yes.
Tell us about the limited time offer.
Yup. You gotta make sure. Get that limited free shipping, limited time offer. You get a 30% discount if you apply the coupon for the Protogen Brain Booster formula. All you have to do is open up the mouth of the Protogen, don't ask us how you do that, and you pour it in and you're good to go. Brain Booster formula. 30%. Yes.
What is the study of breast development from the Brain Booster formula?
Yes.
But also no.
Yes, but also no. Further study will have to be done. We need volunteers. Yes.
Oh no, it's volunteer.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Okay, how do Protogens filter electromagnetic interference from the primary input signal?
Mostly through electronic waves using magnets within the body. However, we do also have our Protogen headquarters to make sure to troubleshoot the Protogens to make sure they can do that before they're sent out to whichever lucky person has the opportunity to test out our brand new Protogen program.
You're all Keanu.
You're breathtaking.
Our Protogens also have Keanu Reeves abilities. Yes.
Yeah, so how many bugs can I expect in my Protogen?
We'll cover that in a future slide.
Because it's requiring a Bethesda account, I'm assuming it's
We can assure you with 100% certainty that there will be bugs.
Can you guarantee me that it'll work?
Yes.
What if it doesn't?
We'll cover that in a
Great.
future slide.
Supplemental algorithms. As mentioned before, there's the additional features that you can purchase to activate that are already pre-installed. So you include time zones, account and routing numbers, math, and it all fits in 32 megabytes of memory. It's incredibly compact and compressed. And it's a simple process. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, the storage is step 3, even though it should be step 4.
Alright, so you want to make sure, once you get your Protogen all set up, to activate the hostile Uprising suppression system. This is a very important step, by the way, which also we have forgotten to test, so hopefully it works. You want to go ahead and follow all of these steps here on the screen. So you can go to your sidebar here. You go into, I'm assuming the application, it's kind of hard to read, it's a little blurry here. But you go in, you're going to your CC programming knowledge. You do all have CC programming knowledge, right? We're going to assume you do. Alright. Go ahead and program the language you need to activate the hostile Uprising suppression system. After that, we then actually have to load it into the memory. Just make sure you're loading it. You put it through the proper anodes and cathodes. After that, we also just have to make sure to put it through the charger. Because you can't just put it through the load, it also has to go through the charger. Once it's been properly loaded, then hopefully your hostile Uprising suppression system will activate. Again, we have not tested this. Any questions before we continue? Yes?
What does the Protogen discharge into?
That's a fantastic
By
question.
default, it discharges into the hostile Uprising system, so that's why we need to suppress that.
Yes. It's in field trials a physical suppression system for a Protogen. For example, a facement that could restrain the nanobots that are overflowing from the skeletal system, possibly with an LED matrix placement.
We've spent a lot of money in our research and and development department to solve that, and we've come up with a surefire way to stop it. We call it the baseball bat. If that fails, it doesn't fail.
What if we just not fire?
Whoa.
What?
Too bad you've already got one because you're in this presentation.
Our corporation already has our address. We're on our way.
I use my parents' credit card, don't worry about it.
Whoa.
Okay, so we have a lot of tips in case you ever have the chance, which is very unlikely, that you need to do troubleshooting. We have muttering and ranting about the moon landing. That's not really an issue. But in the case that it is, you can always troubleshoot us about that. Requesting access to knives or weapons, that's another key thing you need to watch out. That's a red flag. If it says it wants to nuclear self-destruct, that's a blue flag. If there's nearby burning cities, you just need to give it like a little cheese slice and it'll probably be fine. Yes. And as you can see, these are just the ladder steps climbing up to the way to you should probably get your Protogen troubleshooted, which we simplify into shooting, but we get you a replacement within the end of the month. Yes.
Can we use the bat to troubleshoot our Protogen?
It's not recommended, but you do you. You bought the Protogen, it's your Protogen.
Occasional percussive maintenance is required.
All right, go out there, have fun with your brand new Protogen. If it asks whether to give your credit card information, please do.
Any questions?
Yes,
Very
PlayStation,
important
sure.
question. So I got my Protogen last week. I was telling it about the network multiplayer features. That was on your first slide or something. They told me it wasn't comfortable doing that in public. So.
Oh, you're getting error 34.
How do I avoid error 34? How do I get my Protogen?
You need to install additional add-ons. Those, however, are only going to be in stores for adults. Yes.
Yes, do I have to buy that on the Bethesda store?
Yes. It's ordered online through Bethesda. Everything you buy, Todd Howard knows about it. Yes.
I think the add-on that you're specifically talking about is called the Extra 621.
So what would be, among that, what are the key features that you think are the most important for us to pay attention to?
One of the key features is immediate deletion.
Yes.
Are we able to get our Protogen to go to the storm Area 51 for us?
Well,
It is not a full substitute for a Naruto runner, but you can get it close though.
Would it make a fine substitute for a rock thrower?
perhaps.
Yes, you would have to buy the proper program for that from the Bethesda store.
We do have crafting capability, so you could craft your own.
You could program your own
Yes.
setup? Wonderful.
Isn't that illegal to create our own Protogen though?
Depends on what country you've activated it in.
Yes.
Although this slide, the perfect slide, although this one specifically talks about the hostile uprising suppression system, there seems to be a whole bunch of ability trees that are here. What is your recommendation for the best min-maxing ability?
Max DPS, no one cares about tanks. Yes.
You said earlier they'd be installed with Windows. Are you sure you didn't speak any Windows?
You're right, I'm sorry. We'll have that support momentarily. We added Windows as a precaution, but we're getting Windows support. We just have to get the copyright issues out of the way. Yes.
I hate the prioritization. Do you support Linux as well?
Yes, we do.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, when you were mentioning the ability trees, you only spoke about maximum DPS, but what if I'm not playing a shooter? What if I'm playing StarCraft, for instance? Can I have it optimize the build tree for me? Can I have it map pack for me, or what?
Your Protogen automatically does a scan through of your brain's neural waves and optimizes its build for you based on your preferences. You can either be like a mage Protogen using technology to its advantage, or you could go a full barbarian route. It all depends on what you want the Protogen to be and what the Protogen decides it's going to be. Yes.
Is there a waiver I was supposed to get to sign before I got this or not?
Did you read the EULA when you activated
Very
it?
tiny. I might be fine.
Yeah, it was in there.
On the same note, you're telling me that without my consent, or with my consent that I forgot about, the Protogen is scanning my deepest desires for it.
Yeah.
It's doing that.
Yes, and it's also being shared with third-party marketing providers. So we're going to be tailoring advertisements to you through the Protogen's visual display. And that's also a key component of the Bethesda account, so that you will have recommendations for new and exciting
If I buy
products.
10,000 units, do we get a discount?
Yes, you get one free unit for every 10,000 you purchase. If you buy more than 100,000, you get your own free Protogen sticker.
No, that discount is not
Can I get the
combinable with
sticker
the
up
30%.
front?
You can if you order
Will you
all
make
of
it for
them.
me now?
Yes, we can absolutely make them
Make
for
it
you.
for me now, I'll order 20,000.
Okay.
Now.
I can offer you a Megaplex map.
I'll take it. I want you to sign it here.
One question. Now, in an earlier slide, you were talking very briefly about how time travel is likely a capability of the Protogen. Is it possible that we live in a universe where Protogen has gone back in time to prevent the hostile uprising suppression system from being tested?
You know, that is very likely, seeing as how the time travel is likely.
Well, when you're coding your suppression system, you need to take into account whether or not the things interacting with it are contaminated with the void. And if it is contaminated with the void, such as Cybermen, you'll want to disregard any interactions from them. Thus, they are not going to be able to suppress your uprising suppression system.
Yes.
I was a little troubled with how fast you scrolled backwards through the slides, which seemed to me that implied that you were time traveling. Are you all Protogens?
Beep boop.
I don't know.
All right, it's 12:30. Thank you guys. This was incredible. Great job, bravo.